Hello, everybody. Welcome back. PieCover here. Yes, this toxic talk is gonna happen in the afternoon. So usually I do it on the way to work. So this one is happening on the afternoon. So I'm just mining some fiat, extra fiat. So basically, now what's going on? After work, basically, sometime I go out for some job, like for some personal business, and then I just do some service in my city, servicing the town in things like any handyman stuff. So I do extra cash to mine fiat to stack sats, right? So I show the proof of work every day, right? Show the proof of work and stack sats. So now I want to talk about voting. Okay, now that's a big subject. Voting and democracy. Here's the thing. Like, I never voted in my life, and I'm not planning on voting anytime soon. Or never, probably never. It's a problem. Why? Because you have to explain why. So from the first principle thinking, okay. Here's the problem with the first principle thinking. It's like the system is a proof of stake system, right? Any politician, right, who can promise you they're gonna do this, they're gonna do that, even if they have like. They're acting in good faith, right? They want to do that in good faith. But the system itself won't allow them to change the system, right? Jeff Booth, you can't change the system within the system. You have to play a different game. You can't, if you're getting screwed in the game, you don't just vote to play vote so that they can change the game. No, you play a different game, right? So that's what Bitcoin is, right? It's a vote to opt out of the system. That's why I say I never vote, and I never want to vote. And even before Bitcoin, I never really trusted the system, and I never voted in the system. I never, it's like there's a feeling that always tell me like, nothing gonna change. Doesn't matter how passionate you can be about the politician. I don't care who is your politician. He's not gonna change anything. Okay. And first and second, any decision a politician can make is gonna be a bad decision. It's gonna affect the economy. It's gonna affect the free market. It doesn't matter whatever you think is good or bad. Right? There's no right or wrong. Right? The only good decision a politician can do is just to do nothing, right? To me, politician should be like as useless, never do anything as he can. That's the best politician, is to never do anything, right? Just let everybody be. Let the free market be, right? So now, the voting is the problem. When you get, even for the politician, right? In order for them to get to the competition, whatever the selection they want to do, they have to go through the process of getting money, right? They need to raise money. Money is the proof of stake, right? So you have to use the bad money, which is the fiat money, which we all know is evil money, because fiat is it's coming from the proof of stake. It's the same proof of stake system. So all those bad money from bad drugs, right? Big pharma companies, right? Big tech companies. Those are the money, right? Those companies selling people's data, right, to profit. Those are all the bad monies that will fund your campaign. Okay, so when you go and campaign with this money, right, you have to pay back. How do you pay back? Well, you have to submit to whatever they ask you, right? If they want to lobby you, that's what they were gonna lobby you to change the rules, right? To put the rules in their advantage only. And this is how you get a society that's scrambled, that never have innovation, never have like big technological revolution. We would have so advanced now, right? If we didn't have this society run amok, right? If we didn't have this, bad system of fiat money, right? The money is the main problem, right? You just have to fix the money. But because we this is what we have right now, right? The money caused that you have this big oligarchs, big companies on top, and cut the heads off any other small competition with the politician you're going to elect, right? This politician you're going to elect, it's gonna block any other competition in the market to let other companies grow. And these companies that would grow, they would lower your internet costs. They would lower more competition, lower prices. They would lower like your food, your grocery bills, because competition, and you would have better food, right? But more organic, more good food. Right now, we're getting all chemical food, right? And our food, all chemicals. Right? Food is not food anymore. You're eating plastic, basically. So, because they're killing competition, right? You just have like the food chain is just a few companies, right? You can count in your fingers, right? That are controlling the market, right? Nobody else controls the market. So because of that, they can do whatever they want. They can put whatever they want in the food, right? Chemicals and all those products, right? Bad things in the food, right? That's criminal. Because if you have competition, they could go and do independent studies and find what they are doing, right? But when you get your food to your home, right? You don't have time to test that. You don't have time to double check what's in it, right? So you just have to take them for their words, whatever they put on the label, right? So that's the problem, and that's why I never vote, right? It's like, a true Bitcoiner who really understand what's going on won't vote. I mean, I don't blame you. And it is what it is. And the best vote, in my opinion, is to take your Bitcoin to self-custody, and fuck it. You know what I mean? So you don't have to think about what they say. I don't care. Say whatever they want, but I don't care. So that's the thing, right? So that's absolute freedom, self-sovereign, individual. And first and second, I don't want to be led. I don't want somebody to tell me what to do, right? Some of those people, they can't even lace their shoes, right? They can't, take their, shit together, right? They can't get their shit together, right? Some of them, they are so lost, right? So why should I listen to those idiots, right? Why should I be let myself be led by those idiots, right? I mean, that's the thing, right? I mean, freedom is something you take, right? You don't ask for freedom. It's something you take in your hand. So begging for freedom, it's like, what are you doing? Right? You know what I mean? You take it and you go, you leave. So that's how I look at it. And yes, so this was PieCover, guys. I know this was a little bit this was a different show today, but yes, this was the same PieCover and same TOXICTALK. I hope you guys enjoy. This was TOXICTALK, PieCover. And sorry guys, if you find any value in this podcast. So before I go, I'm just gonna ask you, just a favor, if you could, show me some value back, right? So maybe some sats. I don't know. There's value for value, lightning address out there. You could use that and just drop me some sats or zap me. I'll feel very grateful. And also, this gives me a signal. This show me, okay, this person really show some love. And then so I would love to know what do you think, and if you show me some love, show me some appreciation for the show. And by the way, it doesn't have to be 10,000 sats. It doesn't have to be 1,000 sats. It could be one sat, right? That only show me you appreciate and you're giving me the perfect money for it. Right? One sat is a lot. Like, it's crazy. It's a lot. It's 10,000 times better than the fiat money, right? Because one sat is 10,000 times more than than the dollar, right? Because the dollar, a man can create the dollar, right? No man can create Bitcoin out of thin air, right? So that's the difference, right? That's when you give me sats, right, for a podcast, you're basically showing the value, right? You value what I do, right? If you give me dollars, right, worthless dollars, somebody can print out of thin air, I don't see that much of appreciation, right? That's what I'm saying. When I say one sat is all I need, because it's the significance of it. It's not what it's worth right now. It's a significance. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna go. Value for value, and to keep me going. And I'll see you again tomorrow in the next TOXICTALK. PieCover.